Good morning, everybody. Today is Sunday. I didn't get a chance to come out to the garden Saturday and give a tour, so I'm just going to do a quick tour today. This is just like a flower bed here against the shed where I have some lavender and some salvia and poppies that's still green here. And then over here is the asparagus. And I have signs here because I don't want certain people to mistake this as a weed area and pull up some weeds. So that is the asparagus area there. This is what I call the the raised bed garden. I have strawberries here, and here is some lettuce that I'm going to overwinter. I'm going to put on a plastic greenhouse thing over this to keep the lettuce warm. See how long I can harvest some lettuce here and grow. But check this out. This is volunteer broccoli rabe. And it looks beautiful, doesn't it? I mean, I've had this one that did bolt and go to flower, but these have not yet. I'm gonna see if I can keep these going. I'm probably gonna cover these too with a little hoop house. Okay, this looks like we're frozen here. A little frozen flower under there. Gotta clean that out. But if I turn around here, this is where I planted some garlic, and you can see the remnants there. And here I have some carrots still that I think I'm going to be able to pull up, some kale that I'm still using. And this is my experiment Brussels sprout plant. They look like they're leafing out instead of balling up. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. But this is going to be the pumpkin area next year. On these trellises, I'm going to try to trellis up a bunch of pumpkins. And over here is where I have some garlic planted and protected with the trellises, hopefully from the critters. We have the squirrels that like to dig them up. And then we have the 4 white raised beds here. This one is empty now, except for maybe 2 carrots. I'm going to cover that with leaves. I'm going to cover this with leaves. But I do have some leeks still that have to come out. Yeah, I'm going to harvest these leeks today. This one went to seed, but I'll still be able to use some. And of course I have the purple coneflower echinacea growing here, which I should divide. I'll do that in the spring. And here was the artichoke, and it has some kale growing there. I'm going to cover this ground with some leaves. And here I planted more garlic, and I have more kale growing here and more carrots that I can probably pull up. On this trellis is the remnants of the loofah gourds I was growing, and that was quite the disaster. The ones that did end up drying on the vine had bugs in them that would make a nice cozy home. It's just not the right temperature, humidity, or anything in this area to really be growing the loofahs. It's really a long season growth, and I just don't have it here. I started early. How much earlier do I have to start? I don't think it's worth the space for me. This was the hot pepper bed area, and I did have lettuce in here in the spring. I covered that soil up with some leaves, and the peppers that I cut off, close to the soil, I'm just going to cut that up and drop it here to protect that soil. Sort of what I did back there. And I did end up getting a couple more peppers. So that was nice. Yeah, it's a little about 40, maybe a little over 40 degrees right now. But this is the ingrown, I'm sorry, I keep saying that. This is the raised bed garden. Here. The strawberries. And let's go check out the in-ground garden. Not much happening, it is November. But I planted more garlic over here, and if you saw that video, you see I did a bunch here and over here. So total between the raised bed area and the in-ground, I have planted 82 garlic cloves. So we'll see what we get come July. Next on my list of things to do is to pull up some more potatoes. I pulled up some yesterday, and we made some home fries this morning with some red potatoes that were in here. But there are a lot of potatoes in here. Some have been nibbled on, but a lot of them look pretty good, which I'm surprised about because I'm late in pulling them up, but they're in here, and I'm gonna have to tackle that soon. But that's pretty much it for today's garden tour. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for visiting. I hope everybody has a great day.